Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I welcome you all in FSEX Online Sport and Assignments tutorial for Round 2, Week 4. I am Zubia Razak from EPS Chaktamni. The grade is 9 and subject is Biology. Recipe is chapter number 9, Transport. Now I will discuss about transport in human. Like other higher animals, the task of transport of different material in human body is performed by two systems: blood circulatory system and lymphatic system. The two systems are well coordinated and associated with each other. Here we will go into the details of human blood circulatory system or cardiovascular system. Like other vertebrates, humans have a closed blood circulatory system, which means that blood never leaves the network of arteries, veins, and capillaries. The main components of the human blood circulatory system are blood, heart, and blood vessels. Blood is a specialized body fluid, a connective tissue that is composed of a liquid called blood plasma and blood cells. The weight of blood in our body is about 1 by 12th of our body. The average adult body has about 5 liters of blood. In a healthy person, plasma constitutes about 55% by volume of blood, and cells or cell-like bodies are about 45% by volume of the blood. Out of 45%, 44% are red blood cells and 1% are white blood cells and platelets. Blood is taken from an artery and an anticoagulant chemical that inhibits blood clotting is mixed in it. After about 5 minutes, plasma separates from blood cells, which settles down. Blood plasma consists of 90 to 92% water, 0.8% dissolved substances, salts 0.9% of plasma by weight. Sodium chloride and bicarbonates are present in considerable amount. Calcium, magnesium, copper, potassium and zinc are in trace amounts. pH of blood is 7.4. Protein 7 to 9%. Important proteins are antibodies, fibrinogen, blood clotting protein, albumin that maintains the water balance of blood, digested food, nitrogenous wastes, and hormones. Respiratory gases are carbon dioxide and oxygen. All of these are present in blood plasma, and I have discussed about their percentage. Now I will discuss about blood cells and cell-like bodies. These include red blood cells, which are known as erythrocytes, white blood cells, leukocytes, and platelets, which are thrombocytes. Erythrocytes. These are most numerous of blood cells. A cubic millimeter of blood contains 5 to 5.5 million of RBCs in males and 4 to 4 million in females. Red blood cells are also known as erythrocytes. In mammals, when a red blood cell matures, its nucleus is lost. After the loss of nucleus, RBC, that is red blood cell, enters blood. About 95% of cytoplasm of RBCs is filled with hemoglobin, which transports oxygen and small amount of carbon dioxide. The remaining 5% consists of enzymes, salts, and other proteins. RBCs are biconcave and have an elastic cell membrane. In embryonic or fetal life, they are formed in liver and spleen. In adults, they are formed in the red bone marrow of short and flat bones such as sternum, ribs, and vertebrae. Average lifespan of RBC is about 4 months, 120 days. after which it breaks down in liver and spleen by phagocytosis. Now I will discuss about white blood cells, which are also known as leukocytes. These are colorless because they do not contain pigments. They are not confined to blood vessels and also migrate out into tissue fluid. 1 cubic millimeter of blood contains 7,000 to 8,000 white blood cells. Their lifespan ranges from months to even years depending upon body's needs. White blood cells function as the main agents in body's defense system. There are two main types of white blood cells: granulocytes, which have granular cytoplasm. These include eosinophil, basophil, neutrophil, while agranulocytes have clear cytoplasm and include lymphocyte and monocyte. First, I will discuss about lymphocyte. These are also known as B and T lymphocytes, produce antibodies and kill germs, while monocytes produce macrophages which engulf germs. Eosinophil break inflammatory substances and kill parasites. Basophil prevent blood clotting, and neutrophil destroys small particles by phagocytosis. Next, platelets, which are also known as thrombocytes. They are not cells but are fragments of large cells of bone marrow called megakaryocytes. They do not have any nucleus and any pigment. 1 cubic millimeter of blood contains 250,000 platelets. The average lifespan of blood platelet is about 7 to 8 days. Platelets help in blood clotting. The clot serves as a temporary seal at the damaged area. Did you know that pus appears due to death of white blood cells? White blood cells die in the process of killing and fighting with germs. These dead cells accumulate and make the white substance called pus, seen at the infection sites. In dengue fever, there is a sharp decrease in the number of platelets in blood. Because of this, patients bleed from the nose, gums, and under the skin. Here is the composition of blood. Plasma is liquid portion of blood. 50 makes 55% by volume, and it carries blood cells and important proteins, hormones, and salts. Red blood cells, erythrocytes, like a biconcave disc without nucleus, contain hemoglobin, and their average number is 50 lakh per millimeter cube. They transport oxygen and a small amount of carbon dioxide. White blood cells are leukocytes. They are granular and agranular, contain nucleus large in size than RBCs. Their average number is 7,500. They play role in body's defense by different ways, like engulf small particles, release anticoagulants, produce antibodies. Platelets are thrombocytes. They are fragments of bone marrow cells that are megakaryocytes, and their average number is 250,000 millimeter cube. They are involved in blood clotting. Now I will discuss about blood disorders. The first one disorder is blood cancer. Leukemia is the production of great number of immature and abnormal white blood cells. This is caused by a cancerous mutation. Mutation is the genetic change in bone marrow or lymph tissue cells. The mutation results in uncontrolled production of defective white blood cells, which are leukocytes. It is very serious disorder and patient needs to change blood regularly with the normal blood that is got from donors. It can be cured by bone marrow transplant, and it is effective in most cases but very expensive treatment. The next one is thalassemia. Thalassa means sea and hem mean blood. It is also called Cooley's anemia on the name of Thomas B. Cooley, an American physician. It is a genetic problem due to mutation in the gene of hemoglobin. This mutation results in the production of defective hemoglobin and the patient cannot transport oxygen properly. The blood of these patients is to be replaced regularly with the normal blood. It can be cured by bone marrow transplant, but it does not give 100% cure rate. Did you know that there are about 60 to 80 million people in the world who carry thalassemia? India, Pakistan, and Iran are seeing a large increase of thalassemia patients. Pakistan alone has 250,000 such patients. The patients require blood transfusions for a lifetime. World Thalassemia Day. The world observes the International Thalassemia Day on 8th of May. 8th of May. This day is dedicated to raise public awareness about thalassemia and to highlight the importance of the care of thalassemia patient and all the patients that are all around the world. I will discuss about blood group systems in my next video lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.